Hey everyone, welcome back. Today is the 7th of December 2016. It's Pearl Harbor Day, and it is the 20th day for me on my Plexus regimen. I don't have a lot of updates for you this week. I told you last time that I was going to be working on my fast food struggles to eat better at home, or at least just eat home cooked meals. Even if they're not perfect, at least they're home cooked meals, and I'll be saving on hopefully some calories and sodium and whatever. So I have an update for that on. I don't really have a major update for that on for you, but here lately I've been trying to eat better at home. I used some Thanksgiving leftovers to make a awesome ham and potato soup last week. So if you're interested, I'll share the recipe for that down in the description. Also, I've been struggling the past week with my water intake. I'm supposed to be taking half of my body weight in ounces of water every day. So my weight is about one, or not one, I wish it was in the ones. My weight is like 215-ish, so half of that is about 107. So I'm supposed to be drinking 107 ounces of water per day, and I've really been struggling with that because I continually have to use the restroom when I drink a lot of water. Normally, I'll get up in the morning and drink I'll drink 32 ounces of water in the morning, and then I will drink 16 ounces of water with the Plexus Slim in it, and then I'll drink another 32 ounces of water at night. So that's 64 plus another 16 is about 80 ounces of water per day. I have also sometimes been drinking like ginger ale or Sprite every once in a while. Not so much because I'm really trying to not be drinking my calories, but it happens sometimes. Anyway, so the max I'm getting is around 80 ounces of water, and with that I am going to the bathroom constantly. So I'm not quite hitting my 107. I need another about 30 ounces of water per day. Now, I have still been feeling pretty good lately to where I'm not so tired most of the time. There was a few days this weekend where I just felt super tired, but that was most likely due to the fact that I was not getting my water intake right. So going forward through the next week, by this time next week when I check in with you again, hopefully I'll be getting closer to that 107 benchmark. Now, as far as fast food goes, I've still been eating out, maybe 5 times a week with fast food or sit-down meal or restaurant, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's all fast food anyway. It's all food that I don't have to cook, so it's fast food in my opinion. But there's 2 stories that are related that I want to tell you about fast food that have happened to me in the past week. Last Wednesday night, Karen and I decided to go eat at a sit-down restaurant because she didn't want to cook and I didn't want to cook. And since she's pregnant, I don't blame her for not wanting to cook. She's on her feet all day. She doesn't want to deal with it, so that's fine. So we went out to eat at a restaurant. I was still trying to be somewhat responsible. I ordered a chicken pasta, and she ordered a hamburger. We also decided to split a appetizer of fried pickles, which I know is not the greatest, but I was hungry for them. I thought it sounded good. Well, they weren't that great to begin with, but we still each ate about half. There were still a few left over, so we didn't just go hog on them. Now, when our main dishes arrived, I took about 3 or 4 bites of my pasta and I was done. I was completely full. But the main thing from this is that she started eating that hamburger, and I looked across the table at her and was watching her eat. And I got completely grossed out by the hamburger. It wasn't her fault. She wasn't eating it gross or anything like that. She's not some savage and just has horrible manners or anything. So don't think that. Karen, I love you. Sorry, I'm not trying to be like that. But it was just the hamburger looked absolutely disgusting because I mean, I know what a hamburger is. I know what a hamburger tastes like. I grew up in Nebraska. I know beef. But it almost made me nauseous. I kind of had to spin around in the booth and look the other way while she was eating this hamburger, because I'm looking at her, I'm seeing this hamburger in front of me, and it just made me feel queasy and gross, and it just kind of turned me off. Now, 2 days ago, we went through the drive-through at Whataburger to get her a hamburger again, and I didn't get anything. I had already eaten a bit earlier, and so I wasn't hungry. We got that food inside the car, and just the smell of it completely turned my stomach, and I was thankful that I had to go to Walmart to pick up some toilet paper and stuff, so I could just leave her in the car to eat that stuff, and I could get out into some fresh air, because that completely turned my stomach. Now, I don't know if this is an effect of Plexus. I've been told that this should be happening, but I can't say for certain that this is Plexus. It might be mental, I don't know. But I can definitely say that I've felt some negative emotions towards that kind of food twice this week. So yeah, hopefully that means things are going well. Now, as I've said, today is my 20th day on Plexus, so I have another order of it coming in about 10 days. So in 10 days, I'll be 30 days in. I'm going to go ahead and do a second month of Plexus. Now, I believe the stuff that I'm taking, I'm supposed to be basically taking in perpetuity. And if it works, great, I will. I'm happy to spend the money to make sure that I am healthy and I have a good lifestyle. But right now, I feel like I'm having some effects from it over the first 20 days, and the next few days will maybe tell more. But it's not like I've completely changed my lifestyle. It's not like I'm working out yet. I haven't started a fitness routine yet. I haven't really gotten a diet, a responsible diet hammered down yet. Right now, I'm just trying to get through eating out, get to where I'm only eating out 2, maybe 3 times a week. That's my goal. Maybe that sounds like a lot to other people, but for a long time I've eaten out almost every day. So my goal right now is to get fast food down to 2 to 3 times per week, and that would be monumental in my opinion and in my perspective. And just so I get in the habit of making food at home. And I think I've said this in the last video, but that's, even if it's not the greatest food at home, at least I'm getting in the habit of cooking at home, and then I can start making those meals healthier. But just getting to that point is kind of where my goal is right now. So in the next week, I'm going to work on getting my close to 80 ounces of water up to 107 ounces of water. And I'm also going to continue with the fast food struggle that continues. And I will continue taking Plexus after this first month. I'm going to definitely take it for a second month, and hopefully during that month we'll start making different lifestyle choices and changes to where I can actually start seeing some more results. But right now, if the only result from Plexus for me at this point of just taking it and not doing anything else is curbing fast food cravings, that's enough for me. I easily spend the price of the product in a month in fast food, so I'd rather spend it on something healthy that's helping me rather than use the same amount of money or even more in eating McDonald's or whatever. So we're already at 9 minutes. I don't want this to be long, even though this is probably the longest video we've had so far. I'm going to check in with you again next Wednesday. I think I've decided that Wednesday will be my definite day. If it comes on Monday or Tuesday, it comes on Monday or Tuesday. But for right now, we're going to stick with Wednesday, I think. So thank you so much for watching and tuning in and joining me on this journey. I really appreciate you guys taking the time. If you have any ideas to help me eat better at home, or just eat at home period, to get off of the fast food addiction, I would greatly appreciate your comments and suggestions. Also, there's the subscribe button here on YouTube. Please feel free to subscribe and check me out every week as I continue to tell you truthfully what is going on. As I'm sure sometimes it's not going to be pretty. It's not really pretty for me to sit here and tell you how much fast food I eat in a week. It's embarrassing, but it's the truth. And that's what I want this to be, so that maybe it can get out there to help somebody else who might be in my same situation. So that's the ideal goal. I don't know if it'll happen, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. At least I'm out there. But if it does, if it can help one other person, that would be wonderful. So thanks again for tuning in, and I will see you next week.